Hello, hi, hello. Welcome, welcome back along and sideways to Inaudible, the podcast that's impossible to listen to.
The Dementia, the podcast that's impossible to listen to. Once again, it's just us bitches.
Dementia, the experience.
The experience. That's what it is. That's
ride.
what it always is. The ride, the experience,
The film.
the lifetime.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, the film. Oh.
Yeah.
The film of the lifetime.
Oh. A biopic. Or a biopic, as I always thought it was pronounced until about 3 or 4 years ago when I suddenly heard it said for the first time and went, oh yeah.
Oh, I always thought it was biopic.
Biopic. Because it's a...
Okay, yeah, I can see it, really.
Yeah. Biography picture.
Well.
There we are.
And I feel stupid.
Biography review there.
Okay.
So, Aussie.
So, Kristian.
Ding. My phone just dinged.
Pardon?
Oh, it's you saying that you're plugging in now.
Oh.
I just got that. Okay.
Oh.
That's useful. Okay. Anyway.
I sent it like 10 to.
Yeah. It said the time you sent it on it, but it literally just came through. Oh well.
Apologies. Timey-wimey within us.
I've been watching a lot of Doctor Who reactions, as is kind of tradition in this parish.
I've passed the disease on.
Yeah.
And you've actually gotten into reactions nowadays. I swear we were doing podcasts back in the days when you would swear off reactions. Like,
let me explain. I like Doctor Who. I really like Doctor Who.
No, I know. No, I know. I mean, I won't go into another conversation we had behind the thicker scenes because you might want to keep that a surprise for if or when that actually happens.
Yes.
Otherwise.
Yes.
But anyway.
Yes. A good. I will admit my wrong thought in that you can get reactions can be good if the reactor is good.
Yes.
That's the thing, isn't it?
If they've got good hosting skills or good chemistry with their co-host, normally.
Yeah. Or if they're insightful or in any other or funny or it's definitely a good thing, and it's a really good way to kind of rewatch things that you really like, such as Doctor Who, for example. And like I've been wanting to rewatch Breaking Bad for ages as well, and there's a guy I caught reacting to that, and so that was good because I got to basically just rewatch all the best bits of that without having to rewatch it all.
Yeah,
and you picked up on all like the filmmaking techniques and stuff that I probably would have missed.
That you now know because of it.
Anyway, I have a list of 3 things that I noticed whilst watching early series of revived Doctor Who.
Is this through some of the reactors I recommended to you?
Yes.
Yes. The duo?
And the other one.
Oh, and the other. Okay, both. Yeah. Okay.
So the first thing was, in The End of the World, when the Mox of Balhoun gives the gift of bodily salivas.
Yeah.
This isn't very insightful, by the way. It's just something I noticed. When Christopher Ecclescake, playing Doctor Who, that's his character's name, turns around and says, "Thanks very much," I think he's genuinely laughing, and it tickled me. It doesn't look like he's acting.
It's like they got caught off guard sort of thing.
Yeah, when he says, "Thank you very much." Sort of like giggles halfway through it.
Wish we'd have had more with him.
Yeah. The second thing is, Aussie. Do you know Doctor Who?
I do know this Doctor Who show. I mean, I can't say we've ever talked about it before, but I do think I have seen it.
Okay, yeah. I check it out if you don't know it already.
Okay.
There's an episode called The Long Game or The Long Game. I can't remember which.
Yes.
And you know
that
when Shaun of the Dead is that's his character's name is asking
Sergeant Angel.
Yes. Angle is asking. That's why he's all like white with the bleached hair, because he's like godly and angelic. like
He's
in Good
he's an
Omens.
uncle now. Yeah.
Yeah, when he's asking the computer system to identify the Doctor, and the computer says he is no one. Then, in Bad Wolf, when Davich Pavel is asking the controller, or saying to the controller, we have contestants outside of the games, she replies, he is no one. Because it must be the same computer system, because it's the same place.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Which I thought that was quite a nice little touch.
Oh. Yeah, no, that's something I've never picked up on. Okay.
And I think that that reactor Andres El Rey was the only person I've seen, myself included, who ever at the start of or partway through Bad Wolf immediately noticed that it was the same place from Long Game. When you see the guys working on floor 500, you don't see that it's the same place then, you just see them working. And he went, oh, it's the place from before. He immediately noticed. And I was like, oh, wow.
Okay.
I've never noticed anyone notice that.
But don't they have like a previously on Doctor Who just before, which like shows the events of the Long Game? Yeah.
They do, yeah. Despite that, I've never seen anyone notice that.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I did in 2005 and forgot, but there we are. Then the third thing, a little thing, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but it looked like it was like the actor kind of doing it himself kind of thing, or the director telling him to do it, or whichever.
It was something that happened on screen at a time.
Exactly. In Rise of the Cybermen, when Mickey and the Doctor are talking in the TARDIS, the Doctor like leans on a bit of the TARDIS and folds his arms, and Mickey's next to him. Mickey like looks at him folding his arms and then folds his arms the same way. Which it seemed like it could be intentional because of obviously it's kind of Mickey's growth arc, and I guess he's kind of, as it were, lost Rose to the Doctor, so he's kind of imitating in a way.
Yeah, maybe it's intentional, but we don't know who came up with the idea in the first place.
Yeah.
Was it written in the script, or did Mickey actor decide to do it at the time? Or like,
Sorry, when you said, is it written, it just reminded me of Life of Brian. Why aren't women allowed to go to the stoning, Mum? Because it's written.
Written in the word.
But that was Kristian's trip down Doctor Who Lane.
Oh,
three little things I noticed that gave me enjoyment.
Gave you little tingles inside somewhere.
Yeah. Inside somewhere. Not inside me, inside somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe one day I'll find them.
Oh, okay. No, I can't say I noticed many of them. I think I knew the Long Game Bad Wolf connection straight away, just because there was normally a previously on Doctor Who before it, which showed the Long Game and only the Long Game within it. And it's sort of like, well, why would you show that if this isn't going to be connected in some way?
They just really liked that episode. They wanted to just to remind everyone about it.
Yeah, that episode was like their idea of the archetype for a perfect Doctor Who episode. So they wanted to introduce newbies to the show by doing it like that.
Yeah, in case anyone's joining on episode 12 of 13.
Well, I mean, this was the day of broadcast television, so
True.
It wouldn't be surprising if people were only just joining on episode 12 or 13.
Podgoint. I did have a quick look during the week to see if there was any more Series 13. I was about to say Doctor Who, like obviously we're talking about Doctor Who. Series 13 news, but there's no more news. No, hang on. I did read something else. They started filming in October last year, I think, and the filming was scheduled to take, I think they said 9 months. So, but it's also scheduled to be released in 2021, so they're going to have to hurry up. Because it's like
Kristian, Series 13? There's a Series 13. I don't remember Doctor Who continuing after Series 10.
I must have been looking up some other program that some other companies made, sort of like, you know, when they kind of steal the core concept without really there must be
just another generic sci-fi,
some knockoff version of it that I mistakenly thought was the real thing. Apologies about that.
No, Because I swear, I have vague memories of Peter Capaldi dying, blowing up a bunch of Cybermen.
Yeah, and then Stephen Moffat tied a rope round his waist and then a rope around Doctor Who and then jumped off a cliff.
Yep, he took it with him. There has been no Doctor Who since Moffat left.
Just the entire, all the studio and all the production staff, just all.
He just ties the entire BBC Wells to his ankle and what's like the mountains in Wales.
Oh, Mount Snowdon.
Yeah, he jumps off of that.
Or is it Innis Mon? Is that the Welsh name? Oh, that's the Isle of Anglesey.
Morning Angle.
So there we are. What's been going on with you?
Life.
The universe.
Work and shit.
Everything.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I finished not finished. I got to do another coat of paint, but I've 90% finished the back wall.
Nice. This is our studio for the big old reaction thing.
Yeah, well, I think it's just going to be the TS reaction studio from here on in, probably.
We may or may not have mentioned it on the podcast. I can't remember what's been in and what's been out, as it were, what's been shaken all about.
I know I shared a picture, but I think it was in the Minecraft ones. So
I mean, for the benefit of the people listening, it's a big, we did like a big reaction stream thing on Ozzy's channel, TS Reactions, just where we were like presenting CBBC programs. And we're going to do another one in a few weeks, most like.
Well, hopefully not next week, the week after. We got a penciled in scheduled date. We'll have to.
That was the penciling. I booked my coronavirus vaccination today. I got my invite.
Oh, I haven't booked it yet. I finally got the letter through. I'm going to book it when I get 5 minutes. So maybe it was literally just our entire age group got the letters through today. Is this your first one?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I haven't had... Because Cheyenne's had her first one already.
Oh.
But I don't know if maybe that's just because, like... I don't know.
No, I don't know.
She was pregnant, but she'd already given birth by the time it all kicked off.
Well, Rich has had his, hasn't he? Or he had it booked in at least. And he's younger than me. So, yeah. That's how it is.
But yeah.
Yeah, but so you have to book the first one and the second one at the same time, but there are no available second ones anywhere. So you have to book one in like Worcester for your second jab, and then just like check back in 6 weeks or something and cancel that one and rebook it somewhere in Bristol.
Okay.
It's pretty stupid. To like, you have to. There's nowhere available in Bristol to book your second one yet. You can book your first one, but you can't just book your first one. You have to book both of them, even though there's nowhere in Bristol to book the second one. So you've got to book your second one halfway across the country and then change it later when there are more available.
Yeah.
I
was going to say, well, you might as well just wait for all the second ones to be available and just do them both at the same time.
Yeah, for that.
Yes,
I just want mine booked in.
Make sure
book it. I wanted to make sure I booked it on a Friday afternoon, so that I could get off work early on a Friday.
Dive off the podcast, more like.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. If I'm honest, I should be back by then, because it's next Friday.
Oh,
what time is mine? Mine was about 2:45, I think. The vaccination, so I'll be back in plenty of time. Anyway,
that's quite early.
Yeah. But I want to try and get back for like about 4 p.m. so that's the end of my work day, and then I don't have to log back in again.
your work day ends as you would normally work, sort of thing. Yeah, no, completely understand. Wait, because like, I don't like sort of having to break from my work day and then go back doing more work afterwards.
No.
Like I turn down overtime because it makes like split shifts and stuff, and it's like I don't want to come back at like 2:30 to do 3 hours. If you had like 3 hours like from when I'd normally finish or before I'd normally start, then way bully for you.
Yeah. I could have booked it on the weekend, but I'm a little bit miffed with work at the moment, so I want to Skype for a bit.
No, fair. Plus, the weekend is when you can actually do stuff you want to do, rather than
exactly. Yeah. So that'd be good. I'll be back on the podcast with my 5G upgrade.
Oh.
I'll be able to connect
So
to
wait, if the first, just because they'll be like microchips and shit. Okay.
Yeah.
For a moment, I wondered where you were going with that, and I was just there thinking, well, if the first jab is your 5G, what's the second jab? 6G?
You just transcend into a light-based life form.
Just a hard light hologram.
Yeah.
Have to digitize it into a light bee. Else be uploaded to the digital world.
Oh, about time.
Better than fucking air.
I'm hoping they can figure out sort of, uploading your brain by the time I'm kind of at the end of my life, simply because I don't want to go anywhere. I'm quite happy living, thanks. Whether I'll feel that way at 85, I don't know, but
yeah.
yeah. I mean, but if, living in an 85-year-old body is a bit different to living as a being of pure energy in the digital world where you can do and be anything.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is, what would it be like in this digital world? And that would probably depend on my reaction to whether I go there or die.
Yeah.
If I'm just sort of in a computer and I can't really move or anything, but I'm still alive and I can still communicate and stuff, then
yeah.
But if it's like,
yeah, you can do literally nothing, but you're completely aware of everything at all times.
Yeah,
you can't even sleep. Then maybe not.
I mean, like you'd have like access to see everything on the internet, but it's not like you're in a world of it or so. I don't know.
Imagine if you could uploaded your brain to a computer and then got like a phantom itch on your nose or something.
Oh.
They'd have to patch that out pretty soon, wouldn't they?
Yeah, that would be within the first couple of patches.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of our weekends, are you up for transcending the universe in the USS
Yes.
Mobile?
Absolutely. And I've been waiting for lockdown to end so that we could do Star Trek again, because I'm so up for Star Trek shit, and we're like 0.5% into the entire Star Trek.
We're only like 17 episodes in, I think. I think it was 16 or 17 was the last one I uploaded.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're looking forward to this.
Yeah. Are you good for Sunday?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. But now that the backdrop's finished, I can actually tidy the room up. I'm going to pull the console a little bit more closer to the TV area so there's a bit more wiggle room for us behind it.
Yeah.
And I'll have to dig out my shirt.
Oh yeah, same. Thanks for the reminder.
Yeah. Shirts, and I'll have to find the DVDs. I don't know what I did with them. But yeah,
it's meant to be a scorcher on Sunday.
Well, maybe between each episode we'll have to take like 5-minute breaks, go downstairs out into the garden and just sort of get some air.
I'm going to be there in my vest and hot pants to stay cool. Don't want to be wearing too many clothes. And
you're just there in just your Starfleet shirt.
Yeah.
Maybe you have the hot pants on underneath. Yeah, I was going to say you might have them on underneath, but you wouldn't be able to see them with the shirt hanging over. So,
speak for yourself. Oh dear. Right. Well, anyway, let's wrap up the episode.
Shall we? Is there nothing else to?
There it goes.
Nothing else less to burn.
I'll insert the flushing sound effect, and that's the latest episode of Inaudible being catalogued.
Nice. And
Well, yeah, that's it. I kind of ran out of steam there, didn't I?
No, it's
Yeah. Anyway, that's it.
It's a bit harder as when it's just the two of us. And we haven't got like a game or a video or something in front of us to take the piss out of.
Yeah. Well, I suppose what happens when we... Sorry.
I was just going to say, we just end up talking about sort of normal stuff that ain't really podcast worthy. And it's just more the weird little geeky tidbits and jokes and stuff we tend to normally do.
Yeah. Well, when we do have something to react to, for example, we do that, and then we sit there making awkward small talk for the next 10-15 minutes anyway, so we can't escape it.
Yeah, true. I think we do need to kind of refine that a little bit, try and refine that a little bit, so we're not spending maybe 15-20 minutes between each show. 5-10 at a max, maybe. We'll have to maybe have like a little, just like one of our phones set there with a timer or something.
Oh yeah.
Going for 5 minutes, and then we can know like it's getting close to the 5-minute mark. We can start to try and lead into the next show and not.
Yeah. But anyway, thanks for listening, everyone. I don't know how much that's going in, but however much goes in, you'll be sure to enjoy it, because it's not about how much goes in; it's about what you do with it.
How much comes out?
Yeah. every insertion has an equal and opposite outsertion. Outsertion.
Anyway.
See you next time. Bye.
Oh dear. Oh, that's summer. I did finish. A bit late now. I was gonna say I did finish that Big Finish one. It was. I won't spoil it because it was really good, actually.
Make a note. We can talk about it next week.
Yeah.
That is if I'm not, I don't know.
Dead.
Yeah, I was about to say that, but I thought, will I go that dark? Yeah, you went there. You went there for me.